Hey you guys, I'm very excited to be upgrading my medallion. Right now I'm using a rank 1 Mythic Dragon medallion, and this is obtainable once you reach, I think it's like Imperial, it's a really long fancy name, Imperial Mythic Dragon Earl, which is the 17th honor title available. And once that happens, you can buy this uh, in I think just, well, I went through the profile, but uh, yeah, so through the arena. It's under materials, which I find a little bit strange. So let me find it. Or did they move? They moved it. Okay. Originally it was a little bit strange because they put a medallion in the materials section, but I guess they fixed that and put it under equipment. And so it costs 6,000 at the initial cost, and then once you get in there, it'll last for like 7 days, and you can renew it. Each day it costs 150 insignias. I don't know if you rank it up, if this cost goes up, so we can keep an eye on that and see, once I rank it up, whether this cost for one day increases or not, and then you can do an advanced renew. It's the same cost, it just you're able to do more of it. So just a renew, just really easy. Right now I have a lot of insignias, but I imagine as things get more expensive and for the fancier medallions, it's going to cost a lot of insignias and a lot of honor. So the honor requirement here is 530,000. Right now I'm at 846,000, so comfortably within range of that. And so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and try this. It costs 400 truncheons, 530,000 honor, and you need to fill up this EXP bar in order to rank it up. And I think it's just one insignia to one EXP, but I'm just going to try it here. Enhance. So yeah, it's 1-to-1 there. So I'm going to go ahead and use 14,999 and enhance. Very cool. So it says I have 402 truncheons. That's great. And yeah, let's upgrade it. Just take a quick peek at the stats. So got 160 endurance, which is pretty nice. Some block, crit, charisma. That's all well and good. Intensity is increasing the amount of damage you deal in PvP, and then tenacity is decreasing the damage you take. So maybe it's worth going through those stats real quick. So right now my intensity is 41%. So that means in a PvP situation, I deal 41% more damage to players, and then my tenacity, 24%, well, 24.03%. That's probably some rounding error on the game's part. But yeah, so about 24%. And so this looks almost like 100. It's about, it's 105-ish tenacity to 1%, at least just from the numbers here. And then for the increased damage to player, for the intensity, it looks, don't hold me to the math, but it's like 130, 35 or something like that, or around there, to 1% of intensity. So that's interesting. The numbers are a little bit different. So I don't know quite. I'd have to get out a calculator if I really want to think that through. But yeah. So that's the main thing that's important. So the stats are nice. You get them, and they don't count just towards PvP stuff. But because I really care about PvP things, I'm very interested in these intensity and tenacity stats. So go ahead and spend those. All right. So rank 2. The next one, similar upgrades, but yeah, actually very similar. And okay, so that's interesting. So I have 15,001 EXP. I guess the upgrade gives you 1 EXP. So I can fill up this very easily, but the truncheon cost is quite high, and so it would cost me a whole lot of these paper cuttings to exchange for it. So I'm hoping what happens is that Titan Wars comes out soon, and that Titan Wars will give a whole bunch of those truncheons, because I think that's the big cost here. At least for now, this insignia cost is pretty affordable to me. So yeah, we'll see. And then, okay, So this is a really important point to make, is actually if you can renew your medallion a bunch. So my cost for 1 day of this medallion has gone up to 200 per day. So that's a pretty steep increase. So when you're thinking about this, I should have probably spent a whole bunch of insignias um, renewing it and lowering the cost per, not lowering the cost, sorry. I should have done a bunch of the advanced renews while it still only cost 150 per day, but obviously I didn't know that. So now I know. If I have a lot of insignias available, maybe I'll renew this for a while before I upgrade it next. So that's something to keep an eye on. So a 50 insignia per day cost increase, which isn't too bad for us. You know, I can finish TOK Nightmare each day, and that usually 2 or 3 boxes from TOK give 500 insignias and plus an assortment of other things. So here, GB becoming an even more critical thing to do because you really want those insignia prizes and as well as TOK. So the income is quite important, and then also being able to fill up this EXP bar is pretty crazy. That said, having a new medallion is awesome. This is a big time project. I'm guessing that the honor requirements, this honor, it was 530,000 before, so the honor requirements are quite steep. It went up 140 something um, honor for the next medallion. So yeah, I imagine these numbers are going to be huge when you start talking about, probably like rank 7 or 8 are going to be enormous. So this is a very long-term project, but I'm very happy to be able to rank it up a little bit. Quite pleased. I was sitting right around 700, so it's about a 1K increase in my BR, and so nothing too crazy there, but I am quite excited to be able to have a little PvP advantage on anybody who hasn't done that yet. I imagine though most of the people who I'll compete with in class wars and such have probably already done this. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. Hope this was helpful. Take care and have a very good day.